welcome back to Shine Like a Diamond. Today's video is going to be definitely a little bit different than my typical video. As you can see, my nails are naked. So I've been asked by quite a few different people how to keep the fake nails that you might purchase through like Brandis, you know. I'll link her thing below. You know, how to keep them on longer than a week or two, because I have managed to keep on fake nails for about a month. I do apologize, the camera is a little bit shaky. It's hooked up to the coffee table because that's kind of where I am right now. I'm also going to be eating my Italian ice here, but I don't know who this is by. It's not sponsored, but it's very yummy, and if you've never tried Italian ice, I encourage you to do so. Okay, so today I'm going to basically be putting on a very thin layer of acrylic. Now, to a lot of people, that is scary, and people are like, no, cannot do it, sorry, no. That was my first reaction too. But when you try and you see how easy this is, you will go from being like terrified possibly to being like, oh, piece of cake, right? So I kind of accidentally threw away the cover. But it is Kiss, that is the brand, and it is the Dip Powder acrylic set, okay? So it comes with tips, which I do not use, obviously, and it comes with, like, a couple extra brushes like this, and everything else that it comes with that you need. You'll need your little dipping station little thing here. You need your powder, which is the acrylic. You need this, which is the brush-on glue. And you need this, which is the activator. So that's basically all you need. You also need, sorry, but you also need a nail file, you know, something. I don't know where mine went. I will have to grab it. But there is a little one in the kit. I prefer to use my long ones just because they're a little more comfortable for me, but you absolutely, you know, do not have to. So the first thing you're going to do, obviously, is you want to cut your nails to whatever length you'd like them to be before you put on your fake nails. So I always go, you know, pretty short because it just seems to work best. Like, I don't need to have long nails to put nails on, so I just usually cut them pretty short. And you're going to take your activator, your powder. Now, just a disclaimer, I am not a professional nail person. I have never been, nor will I ever be. I have learned this just by, you know, going at it, trying things, and so, like, if I do something wrong in this video, if you're a nail person, don't attack, okay? Don't attack. Be nice, because I'm very new to all of this stuff. So, now, if you're wanting to put the fake nail on, and you're wanting then to have the acrylic, you know, be all beautiful just to paint, you are in the wrong video, because I don't know how to do all that, alright? I know you have to, like, start out here, and then kind of work your way down, so that the nail isn't straight off, it's, like, angled, so there's all sorts of stuff you have to do in that respect. This is not that. This is just getting 1 or 2 layers of acrylic on your real nail, so that when you put your glue on your nail, it will stick to the acrylic a long time. Like, it does not want to come off. Like, it's, you know, Mary and Joseph marriage not ending, not breaking up. You will need the glue off, or I like to use the glue off because it works like a freaking genius. I'll try to get another video later of this. Otherwise, you're going to have to sit and soak your nails probably, you know, and you don't want to have to do all that. So, the Kiss Off stuff is amazing. The first time I tried it, I was like, ah! I couldn't believe it just went pop, and I've never had that before. So, so you do that. I would definitely recommend getting that when you want to get your nails, you know, when you want to take them off. Okay, so the first thing, this is just brush on gel. You just shake it up a little bit, and literally all you have to do is paint it on like a nail polish, y'all. It's not anything hard to do. You literally just paint it on as though you were putting a clear coat of nail polish on your nail. Okay? Once you have that on, you then just dip it into the powder. Once it's in the powder, you just kind of shake, aroma. Now, there's also a little spongy thing that comes in it. Let's see if I can find that. All right. Ooh, moving table, might shake a little bit. So there is like this little sponge. I'm not sure if I can find mine, because I dropped it in here a while ago, but I have something else that works just as good, which is also just like a little spongy thing. So after it has set for like at least 30 seconds, you can then take your sponge and just kind of wipe off the excess on your hand. You don't have to do that right away if you don't want to. You do want to make sure the acrylic has somewhat set on your nail before you go ahead and do that. I like to then let this one dry even longer than it's going to tell you, and go on to the next one. It doesn't matter which order you go in, if you go back and forth. Like, I go all over the place, all right? So if I get it in my crease, I kind of tend to do this, because I don't want the acrylic, hanging out in the crease line of my nail. So then you're just going to dippy dip, shaky shake, and then I usually just go straight on to the other nail. Okay, we're going to dip that one in. And go on to the next. So I'm going to just continue this as, far as I go the first time around. And then I will come back and kind of show you where I go for the second round.
There has obviously been some time between the first coat that I had done and the second coat, because I had some stuff I had to take care of. So I came back and I am now applying the second coat of acrylic. And all you really have to do is the same thing as the first. You just want to do just like a clear coat of nail polish with the glue gel, and you put it on top of the other coat, which it literally looks just like your nail pretty much. So you want to go ahead and do that. So after I get all of the rest of the nails done with the second coat, we will come back and finish the rest. Okay, so now that all of the acrylic has had enough time to set, you're just going to take that sponge and use it to wipe off all of the loose acrylic powder that wasn't put on your nail. So even the one, if there's a little bit of loose on your nail, that's fine. You just wipe it off. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it off all of my fingers with the little sponge that I have used to replace the one that actually comes with it. The one that comes with it does a little bit better of a job, but you know what? This will do in a pinch. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put on the activator, which just sets that acrylic into place, makes it nice and hard. But first, I kind of want to look around at my nails, make sure that the acrylic looks all okay, that none of it's in the crease line or underneath your nail bed. You just want to make sure all of that. So I just kind of check that all out. It all checks out. So then I'm going to then go ahead and put on that applicator. This is going to make that acrylic really hard and set into place before you then can go ahead and file them. If you want to do that, you do not have to. It does not matter if they are perfect or not, because as I said before, you are going to be putting something over the top of this. Now, with this activator, you want to be, what is the word I'm looking for? generous. You really want to be generous with how much you put on. It's all going to dry. And if this gets on your skin, it's fine. It just dries off. It's not a big deal. So you do definitely want to be generous with this applicator because this is what is going to set that acrylic. Without this, that acrylic is not set. It's not going to stay hard. And it's just not going to go over well. So what I kind of do is I kind of go into the nail bed area first, then I go out to the rest of the nail. So I'm going to go ahead and finish both hands. Then we will come back and go ahead and put the nails on. Oh, I'm sorry. I did forget. I usually do 2 to 3 layers of this activator just because I want to make sure that I have got a good amount of this activator on to the nail before I do start filing. Now I just start to file the nails a little bit. I had just a couple that were kind of wrinkly that I didn't do as good of a job with when I was putting the acrylic on. Mainly it was my left thumbnail. There was like a good old bump there that I didn't want when putting on the nail because then there would be a ripple between the glue and the fake nail that I would be applying. So I went ahead, I tried to file it with just my regular nail file. It did not work so well, so that is why I pulled out the electric file here in just a minute. So at this point, I am done using the acrylic and the applicator. Everything is all done, so I'm just going to clean up my work area a little bit. I pour the acrylic back into the little jar because it can be used time and time again, as much as you can. So I just want to clean up my work area a little bit before I file my thumbnail down again because, whoo, that was a doozy. That one I had got just kind of a lump of acrylic there that needed definitely more than just a hand file to kind of work down on it. The rest of them do look pretty good, but you do want to do a quick file over all of them because this just kind of gives you a rougher nail, so that way when you apply the glue, it adheres better to your acrylic nail and the false nail you're putting on top of it.
Okay, so now we have all of the acrylic on, and I did go ahead and file that. I use the Dremel because I have one, but if you don't have one, it's not a big deal. All you need to do is have a good file, and you just want to file it down and make sure that your each nail is going to fit appropriately to that nail. Because sometimes, they change just a little bit, but I have never had to go back and like make a new nail. Like this one is supposed to go on here and it fits just fine. So basically, yeah, your next step is gonna be putting on your nails. So I know I do this little weird thing when I am making them because it's so much easier. So I have like glue tack kind of going across the top with these things on it so that I can just kind of pull these off when I'm done. So here's the thumbnail. And then I can easily reuse them. And then I just put like a strip of like, what do you call it? Like wax paper type stuff, parchment paper, that's what I'm looking for. Parchment paper over the top so that it kind of keeps this stuff sticky. But anyways, it works really, really nicely in my opinion, because then you can reuse your sticks as many times as, you can. Gotta get every cent to you know what I'm saying, my goodness. My brain's just out of, I almost said it's out of focus, but hey, it kind of is out of focus. Oh man, with everything going on, I've had an in and out of focus brain. So yeah, I just take mine off of here, get them all lined up and ready, make sure that they all fit well, and then I use an alcohol swab, which you will see in just a minute. Cleaning off the nail, making sure you have no debris on top of that acrylic that you just placed. That is important because any kind of a lint or dust or anything can actually make a difference in how the nail will stick well. So, I always make sure that I do the alcohol swab. But, you know, to each their own. So, I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing this, and then we'll come back and go to the next step.
Okay, so I had already gone ahead and opened the glue, and now I am just going to be using a alcohol swab to go over each and every nail. Just like I said before, make sure there's no lint, dust, or debris on your nails right before you glue them on. This really, really is an important step to make sure, because if there is any of that stuff on your nails, they tend not to glue and adhere as well. So these are going to be your first ones that you are going to glue down, which I always start with the pinky and work outward. I also always do the right hand first because, well, obviously, most of us are dominant with our right hand. But you definitely, if you are a left-handed person, then I, would suggest putting the left pinky on first versus the right. Also, when I put my glue on, I put it in a M shape. I put it straight down the middle, then kind of go around each side. So it's almost like an M or like a devil's whatever thing that they have, that they hold. I'm drawing a blank right now, but yeah, a sphere kind of a shape. And that just kind of, I don't know, it just works the best for me. Then after I hold the nail down for 10 seconds, I use the Q-tip and I go around the side, make sure there's no glue that has seeped underneath that nail so that you don't have like, glue guck right there. And then after that, I hold it down for roughly 30 seconds to make sure that it's on nice and, securely. And then I go to the other side. So I'm going to go through and get the rest of these on.
So I do always make sure that I do have one of these on hand just in case one does pop off. I have not had one ever pop off when I've used this method before. However, you never know, right? There's a first time for everything. So I just keep this like a little one in my purse or whatever, and you keep it in your car. I don't care, but it is nice to have. Especially if you're just gluing them on, you're not doing that method I just showed you, because after about 3-4 days to a week, you will start seeing them kind of popping off and you have to kind of re-glue them back on. So just, keep one handy. So I hope that this gave you guys a little bit of information on how to keep your nails on longer. These should stay on for about 3 weeks to a month, depending on how long I want them to, but here is what they look like up close, which I'm in love with this color and the nice sparkle that goes with it, which is why I wanted to keep them on just a wee bit longer. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. And don't forget, as always, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and you are loved more than you know. So with that, keep on shining, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Are wondering which products I used to get this look. I used this one, and this is I think it's Clean Color. I think that's how you would say that. Clean Color. And this one is, let's see, it's got to have its name. I can't remember what this one is called. I'll try to get it and put it in the description for y'all. And then, But it came in a big pack of, I think, 16 colors. Yeah, so, and then there's this one, which I absolutely love. This is Mermaid Magic, and they are, like, this, the LA brand. You can get at Walmart for, like, $2. Like, this, that's where I got this. And they have some really amazing colors of my nails that I had on last time. They were, like, that aqua color that everybody was loving. Same brand. And then I used this as a top coat, and it's just a Sally Hansen Miracle Gel shiny top coat. So that's kind of all I did in order to get the look of this. So just in case y'all were wondering, there it is. Dope. Look, it says right there, Pink Lady. So the pink color I used is Pink Lady. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already and would like to subscribe, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon so you can be notified anytime I put up a new video.